What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. Okay, so a little update on my land. It's finished being cut, so I'll show you. Let me turn the camera around. All right, so they cut it. It's cut. As you can see, the goats are eating all the spoils of the labor of the workers. They're just having at it. See, and this is the issue. This is why I want to grow ginger, because you see, goats are just everywhere. Now, these goats belong to somebody, but the people here have a symbiotic relationship with animals. They go home, they know where they're from. So, but they do roam about and they eat fresh foods, and they will come and eat anything that you grow if it's edible. But the good thing is, you know, they don't eat ginger, they don't eat pepper. Aren't these goats cute? Look at that. And you know, people don't steal people's goats around here. That's very rare. So you don't have to worry about your animals being stolen. People care about the animals, so they're not gonna like run your animal over. I mean, accidents do happen, but they're not gonna do it on purpose. So people's chickens and goats and stuff, they just kind of like do whatever. So you have to take that in consideration when you are growing, when you're doing what you're doing here, because they will come and devour. So these goats are just gonna have a good time with it, filling their bellies until they come back, and they're gonna burn all of this. And once it's burned and cleared, then we will plant. So there's already some mounds here, you can see. And I was able to find some peppers that were growing, so I actually plucked those up. They were pretty long too, so I found some peppers. So I brought those back to the house. I'm gonna plant those in the hydroponic system with the plastic bottles. I'm gonna do that with those. Also found some fresh giant Nigerian snails. So we got that. Let me turn this camera around. So as far as these trees are concerned, no real need to cut these trees down. I mean, you can work around nature. You know, well, probably cut that down. You know, I don't know if these trees produce anything. I'm not quite sure what kind of tree that is. But I'm definitely we're gonna burn the rest of this stuff. And then we're gonna plant this whole thing with ginger. Whole thing is ginger. And the way it works is when you buy land, right? What they do is when you purchase land here in Nigeria, the first things first, you and the seller, let's say if it's a local buy, you and the seller and I think there's a documentation, right? You get a passport picture. You put your passport picture, their passport picture, two witnesses, they put their passport picture on there, and you sign the legal document, they measure it out, you have your witnesses measure it out, and then you put pillars. You put pillars up. So let me show you. Pillars to mark your edges. As in, you see, this is my pillar, right? And then there's another pillar for somebody else's land, and we have this little bit of space in between. As you see, they got their thing going on over here, and I got my thing going on right here. Mine's go all the way to the road. I actually own some of the road too, so I actually own road. I own roads because my land encompasses the road that's on the side of my land, and I also own the road that's in front of my compound. So if I want to start paving, I can pave. And that's one thing. When you come to like places like if you're African American, you come in, you should try to improve the area as much as you financially can for the sake of you and for the people that really appreciate that, you know. And it's a symbiotic community relationship here. Like for instance, see that house right there? That house right there? So let's say they wanted some ginger, right? You think I'm gonna charge them for ginger? Absolutely not. I'm not gonna charge anybody if they want some ginger. They'll just simply come knock on my door and, you know, collect some ginger, because I'm not trying to take their money. I'm not selling it to them. I'm trying to sell it to other people, right? So, but if I have abundance of ginger, I'm gonna give them some if they need some, or if they want some, or whatever. It's just how things work around here. And same thing they're gonna do to me. If they have a crop or something, they're gonna give me some for free, you know. And like my well, I have my neighbor, you know, before they were able to get their well, they come over and get water from me, right? They come get water from me on my land, no problem. They knock on the door, they come get some water. And I'm actually going to build another well, because there's some kids who don't have access. There's a couple houses that don't have their own well, and they kind of they march all the way to like a river and actually get water or something like that. So I'm like, I didn't like that. I was like, they don't have to do that. I mean, we could just, I can afford to just build a well and then put a pump there and just let them, you know, drink from there or whatever. So, hello. See the neighbors walking by. So that's what we're doing here. It's a beautiful afternoon. It's like 5 o'clock. Look at that. Look at this, guys. Look at that. That's beautiful. And it's cool out here. Just marching on by, walking on my road. That's my road right there, y'all. I got a road. I got a freaking road. That's crazy. Yeah, so basically I just came out here to see. They just finished. So I just came out here to see what was going on. They're gonna come out here, they're gonna burn all of this. See, oh, look, these people are professionals out here. They know how to do all this stuff. Everybody here are professionals at something. And the good thing is, if you have money, you can make anything happen here. Because there's always people willing to work. If you got money and you need something done, you will have people out here in Nigeria. They will happily come and take your money and do the best job they can because they work on referrals, right? Ain't like they got a website popped up to where, you know, that people can, and they can't pay for advertisement and all that stuff. No, they work on referrals, meaning they do a good job because they want you to call them again. Especially they know, oh, there's this African-American dude here and he seems to have money and he always doing stuff. They want to make sure they're in the pipeline, right? So let me show you my road. This is my road. Going all the way up. This is mine. Literally. My road. I own this road all the way from here, right? And I very well may do something. Like for instance, if I can get a backhoe, which I plan on doing, if I can get a backhoe and I just want to smooth out the road, because like I said, the roads, I see the problem with why the roads are so bad here in Africa. The soil is so rich. The dirt is so soft and rich that it's not as easy to place concrete or asphalt down. Like I don't know anything about the asphalt concrete business, but what I do know is with this type of soil, as soon as you lay something down, when it rains, it's just gonna get underneath it. It causes a problem. So I'm sure there's solutions, but whatever those solutions are, it probably costs a lot of money. But anyway, you know, I'm sure I'll figure that out once I'm capable of doing something like that. When I have the money doing something like that, I would do that. You know, but I just wanted to show you guys the land is clear, and this is 2.5 plots, right? And this 2.5 plots cost me, like I said, I think about 1,800, 1,700, right? Some of y'all spend that out. Some of y'all go to the club and spend that, right? Some of y'all go and buy a purse, and that's how much, and it costs more than that. Some of y'all shoes cost more than that. And oh, there's a fruit tree. Hey, give me a tree. Give me a fruit off that tree. No, go ahead. Get me. What is that? What kind of fruit is that? It's a fruit tree. Huh? It's fruit everywhere. It's food everywhere around here. Oh, they're not ready yet. Those mangoes not ready. That's a huge mango tree. Yeah. So I mean, you can literally just eat off the tree. Like nobody's gonna be tripping because everybody shares with everybody. That's how people survive. That's what happens when you don't have government assistance. You're forced to help each other. You're forced to take care of each other when the government don't do it. That's what makes Africa and the African people so amazing. They get things done and they do things under the power of community, because when you don't have a government that's taking care of you, at least providing the basic services because they want to be corrupt and do this and that, then the people have to galvanize together as a community to make shit happen. So anyway, this video is getting too long. I'm going back to the house. That's all I got to say for now, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. I'm just giving y'all little updates. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach them. I'm out.